Hello friends, welcome to NEET World. This is Abhilash Sir, your mathematics faculty for MSET, KSET and JEE. So in the previous session, we had started with straight lines chapter for JEE mains. Okay, I told the importance of straight line chapter when it comes to what coordinate geometry, and also we started with some basics like distance formula, section formula, and I also told certain topics which are highly important, that is condition of collinearity and also forms of line. Those are the important topics I told, and we also discussed on topics, concepts based on conditions of collinearity, condition of collinearity using distance formula, that is A plus BC should be equal to AC. It should not be greater than, it should be equal. If it is equal only, then it is what? Collinearity. Otherwise, if it is greater means it becomes a triangle, it will not be collinear. And condition of collinearity using slope, and condition of collinearity using triangle. Okay, area of triangle ABC should be equal to 0. Okay, half into determinant of those sides should be equal to 0. And also we learnt slope of AB should be equal to slope of BC. Then only the 2 points or 3 points are collinear. Got it? Not 2 points, it is 3 points, they are collinear. And we also learnt what is a slope, okay, what is angle of inclination, what is a slope, what is a positive slope, what is a negative slope, and all these things. All these things we learnt, and we solved certain questions based on that. And we also learnt what to say using section formula, how to solve the questions. Okay, if a line is divided by y point in the ratio m is to n, but also if a line is divided by line ax plus by plus c, how to apply that? How to apply that without applying the section formula also you can solve. That is what we learned, that is minus ratio of minus ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by ax2 plus by2 plus c. If it is minus is written, then it divides externally. If minus is not there, then it divides internally. All these things we learned. So continuing with that, now it is, this class is a very crucial crucial class, because we are going to discuss various forms of equation of a line, and questions are coming repeatedly from this concept even in coordinate geometry. If you are thorough with this various forms of equation of the line, circles, conics, and also various other chapters, and also most importantly coordinate geometry becomes very important, becomes very easy if you learn various forms of equation of a line, because various forms of equation of a line is the fundamental concept which you must be knowing to solve any questions on coordinate geometry. Alright friends, let us start. Okay. So you can see these are the various forms of equation of a line. One is point slope form, next is 2 point form, slope intercept form, double intercept form, normal form, parametric form, and also general form. So when we talk about point slope form, see these are all you can write down and you can use it for revision. Point slope form, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. 2 point form is y minus y1 into m here is replaced by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, that into x minus x1. So these are all fundamental concepts, first and second one. From first and second one itself, other forms are derived. I can say first and second one are highly important. From the first and second one itself, other forms are derived. Okay, so let us discuss each of them in detail and also solve questions based on each of them. Right? Let us start. Okay, point slope form and 2 point form. I told they are very fundamental and they are useful in deriving all the other forms. So when I talk about point slope form, you must understand one thing. Suppose there is a line. Let us consider a line L and it has a slope m. Okay, let there be a given point A, x1, y1. Okay, this is what? Given point. This is given point. Okay, this is a given point. Let me take another point C. Let me take another point. Let it be point C. This is a random point. This is a random point given by x comma y. Given by x comma y. Now what point slope form says is, you can write it as here. Slope is given by m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, slope m is given by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This you must remember. M, slope m of 2 points A, B, where A is x1, y1, B is x2, y2. Coordinates of A and B is given like this. Then slope is given by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay. Similarly, if I apply here m, okay. So let this be point x1 y1, x2 y2. Let this be point x2 y2. This will be x1 y1. Slope m is given by y2 minus y1. That is y minus y1. It is y minus y1 by x2 minus x1. x2 is x minus x1. Okay. This if I cross multiply, I will get what? Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. M into x minus x1. This itself is nothing but point slope form. From the slope itself, we got the point slope form. Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Understanding this derivation is important because through that you can understand the concept. So suppose a line L is given whose slope is m and a point A x1 y1, it is a given point. If I take another point C or AB or or b or whatever it is, if I take another point, random point, its coordinates are x and y, we can find the coordinates of x and y using this point slope form, that is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So here I told a line L and a slope m is given. Suppose another line L is given here, okay, but its slope is not given. Instead of slope, there are 2 points that are given, a, b, this is x2, y2, this is x1, y1. In this case, if I take the point slope form gives us what? Point slope form gives us y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. But I told you this m can be written as what? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So here instead of m, I can substitute the value of y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That itself is 2-point form. That itself is what? 2-point form. So I can write it here, y minus y1 is equal to m is what? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. This gives me what is it called as 2-point form. This is point slope form or point form. Point slope form or point form. Here it is 2-point form. Point slope form, it is given by what? Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. In 2-point form, what happens? Instead of m, you will write it as y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. This is 2-point form. So let us proceed. Slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form means what? Slope-intercept form is given by y is equal to mx plus r minus c, and in terms of x it is given by y is equal to my minus plus d. So what do you mean by this? So slope-intercept form, it is given by y is equal to mx plus r minus c, x is equal to my plus r minus d. Suppose, let me take a line here. These are the coordinate axes. Okay. Let me take a line here. This is, let this line be, length of the line be c. That means what this coordinate of this will be what? This will be 0 comma c. 0 comma c. The coordinate of this point will be 0 comma c, and let the slope of this line, let the slope of this line be m. Let the slope of this line be m. Okay. Let the slope of this line be m, and this point will be what? This point will be x comma 0. This point will be x comma 0 or whatever. Okay. Let us keep it like this. Now this c is nothing but what? This c is nothing but what? Y-intercept, positive Y-intercept. This c is nothing but positive Y-intercept. This is nothing but positive Y-intercept. Now see here, if I apply point slope form, what will I get here? If I apply point slope form, what will I get? I have to get y minus y1, yn is what? 0 into m is what? M is m itself, okay, into x minus x1 into x minus x1. X minus x1 is what? Into m times x minus x1. M times x minus x1. x1 is what? X minus x1 is 0. Okay. So what will I get? Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Correct? No, m times x minus x1. So this will become what? This will become what? M times x minus x1. Y minus y1 is equal to, actually this should be y minus y1 will be this one. Y minus y1 will be, this is the point, no, this is the point you have to consider. This is the point x1, y1. Okay, y minus y1 will be here, y1 will be c. So this will become what? Y minus c. M minus x minus x1. x1 is 0. So you will get, if I simplify this, I will get it as y is equal to mx plus c. I will get y is equal to mx plus c. If it is, c is positive y-intercept. C is positive y-intercept. Suppose if c is here, then I can get equation of the line for this also. If c is what? Negative y-intercept. If c is negative y-intercept, I can get the equation of the line as y is equal to mx minus c. Okay, if it is positive y-intercept, I will get it as y is equal to mx plus c. If it is negative y-intercept, I will get it as y is equal to mx minus c. This you have to remember. Got it? Y is equal to mx minus c. So whenever they give y-intercept is given, means x-intercept will be equal to 0. Whenever in any question they have given y-intercept, that time you have to take x-intercept as 0. If they give x-intercept the value, then you have to take y-intercept is equal to 0. This you will see in the questions. Now one more form. See here, instead of y-intercept, if they have given x-intercept, so let us take this same line. See here, let this be, length of this be d. So this will become what? D comma 0, and this will be, let this value be somewhat, nothing to worry. Let the slope of this line be m. Let the slope of this line be m. So the equation of the line is given by y minus y1. y1 is what here? Y minus y1 is 0. Okay, y minus 0 into m times x minus x1. X minus x1 is d. This is x minus d. So this will become what? Y is equal to mx minus d. Y is equal to mx minus d when d is positive x intercept. D is positive x intercept. D is positive x intercept. When d is negative y intercept, you will get it as y is equal to mx plus d. So you should be very careful when you talk about y intercept positive, you will get y is equal to mx plus c. Y intercept negative, you will get it as y is equal to mx minus c. But when it comes to x intercept, it is reverse. If x intercept is positive, you will get y is equal to mx minus d. If x intercept is negative, you will get it as y is equal to mx plus d. Okay, got it? You should be very careful here. Next thing, this is about intercept form. Now, this is very important, highly useful for us. They have given slope of a line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is given by minus a by b, that is negative coefficient of x by coefficient of y. This you have to remember. This may appear simple, but with learning this concept, we have to apply in various questions. You will apply this concept in various questions so that the question solving of the question becomes easy. It may appear very simple, but while applying the question, you will see the huge utility of this concept. Okay, that's why in mathematics layering approach is very important. You learn the concept, practice some questions, and again revise the concepts, and then go to next chapter and again come back to this chapter, revise the concept and solve some questions again. So by that your depth of the understanding becomes very good. Okay, clarity, you will get lot of clarity. Fine. That's why layering approach is very much important while solving questions in mathematics. Okay. So I told you ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Then is any equation of the line is given, then its slope is given by minus a by b, where a is coefficient of x and b is coefficient of y. Got it? Next thing, let us have a look at this question. Equation of the straight line cutting off an intercept 2 from the negative direction of y axis and inclined at 30 degree to positive direction of x axis is. Okay, they have given something like this. Negative direction of y axis, intercept of 2, that is y intercept is here, and negative direction of y axis and inclined at 30 degree at the positive direction. This is nothing but this is theta. This theta is given by how much? 30 degree. Okay, this intercept is what? 2, that is negative direction of y axis. So they are asking us to find what equation of the line they are asking. So here it is what? Negative direction. So what I can write here? This can be written as m is equal to, this is nothing but what? This will be 0 comma minus 2. This will be 0 comma minus 2. Okay, 0 comma minus 2. M is equal to, I can write it as y plus 2 divided by x2 minus x1, that is x minus 0, or y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, that is this will be x comma x minus 0, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, this will be x comma x minus 0. Okay. Now m is nothing but what? M is nothing but tan theta. M is tan theta. Here theta is equal to 30 degree. Okay, tan 30 will give me what? Tan 30 is equal to root 3. Tan 30 is equal to root 3? No, absolutely not. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. This will be 1 by root 3. So if I put the value of m is equal to 1 by root 3, I will get what? 1 by root 3 times, if I cross multiply this, I will get 1 by root 3 times x is equal to y plus 2. Okay. So this implies x is equal to root 3y plus 2 root 3. Okay. This implies root 3y minus x plus 2 root 3 is equal to 0. Okay. Root 3y minus x plus 2 root 3 is equal to 0. That is option D. Very simple question. Nothing much is required here. Very simple question. Is it clear? I hope this question is clear to you. So directly put m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. You can take either of them as y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1, and you put the value of m is equal to tan theta. Here theta here is nothing but what? Positive direction of x axis, that is angle of inclination. Theta is equal to 30 degrees. So tan 30 is nothing but equal to what? 1 by root 3. Is it clear? Fine. Let's move to the next question. Okay. Median, we are still not done. So let us move to the next concept and then we will do the median. So look at this. They are telling the line through the points m comma minus 9. Okay. The line through the points m comma minus 9 and 7 comma m as slope m. then the x-intercept of this line is, they are asking the x-intercept. Okay, they were given 2 points m comma minus 9, 7 comma m as slope m, slope is m, then the x-intercept of this line, they are asking the x-intercept of this line. So for this what we can do, they were given 2 points. So if 2 points are given, you can find the slope. So if 2 points are given, we don't know that m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That means this as x1 y1, let this be x2 y2. So m is equal to y2 is what, m plus 9 divided by x2 minus x1. x2 is what, 7 minus m. Okay, 7 minus m. Now m is there. If I cross multiply, I will get 7m minus m square is equal to m plus 9. Okay, if I bring this side, what I will get, minus m square plus 7m minus m. This will become minus 6m. Directly I will write it. I will get it as what, 6m minus m square plus 6m. This will be minus 9 is equal to 0. Okay, if I remove this minus 9, I will get it as m square minus 6m plus 9 is equal to 0. This is nothing but equal to what, a square minus 2ab plus b square, that is nothing but equal to a minus b whole square, that is nothing but equal to m minus 3 whole square is equal to 0. This implies m is equal to 3. This implies m is equal to 3. So I got m is equal to 3, which is nothing but, now see here I have m is equal to 3 and I have point, the point is nothing but 3 comma minus 9. This is nothing but slope. Slope m is equal to 3 and the point is 3 comma minus 9. Then the x-intercept of this line they are asking. X-intercept of this line they are asking. Now we have what, y minus y1. Y minus y1. Okay, 2 point form if I apply, what I will get, y minus y1, or what I will get, y minus y1. y1 is what, y1 as y1 is 9. Okay, is equal to m times, m is 3, x minus x1, x minus x1, x minus x1 is what, x1 is m. Okay, this is what I get. But x-intercept, if they are asking x-intercept, to find x-intercept, put y is equal to 0 here, put y is equal to 0, I will get 9 is equal to 3 times x minus m. So x minus m is equal to what, x minus m is equal to 3. Okay, I will get x minus m is equal to 3. Okay, x minus m is equal to 3. So this is what I get, x minus m is equal to 3. Now what about this one? I have got x minus m here. What about the value of x here? X minus m is equal to 3, but we know that already m is equal to 3. So I can put m is equal to 3 here. So this becomes what, x minus 3 is equal to 3. So x is equal to 3 plus 3, 6. So the answer is option C. The answer is option C. Very simple question. First you find out the value of C, then use m as the slope and then apply 2 point form, and you can find y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1, and here x-intercept, to find the x-intercept, put y is equal to 0. This is the star step, I can say. This is the star step. You have to remember this. To put the, find the x-intercept, put y is equal to 0. Okay, got it. That's it about this question. Let us proceed to the next question. Okay. So they are telling the perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining point P1, 4 and Q, K, 3 as y-intercept minus 4, then possible value of K is. Then the possible value of K is. Okay. So there is a line segment joining the points P1, 4 and there is Q, K, 3. K, 3. This is a perpendicular bisector. Let this line L be the perpendicular bisector. Okay. It is a bisector, that means it is 90 degree also and it is midpoint. Bisector means it is midpoint. Let this point be R. Okay. And since it is midpoint, I can write it as coordinates of x of R will be K plus 1 by 2. Midpoint formula, just applying midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, that's it. K plus 1 by 2, and this will become what, K plus 1 by 2, this will be 3 plus 4, 7 by 2. 7 by 2, this is what I get, the coordinates of R, that is the midpoint of PQ, and L is the perpendicular bisector. Since L is a perpendicular bisector, this slope of L and slope of PQ will be what? Okay, when we do the parallel lines and perpendicular lines, I will tell you again. So slope of L, which you must be already aware, slope of L and slope of PQ will be, since it is perpendicular lines, product of the slope will be equal to -1. If it is parallel, slopes will be equal. Two parallel lines, slope will be equal. If it is perpendicular line, product of the slope will be equal to minus 1. So this will become what? Slope of ML, slope of L will be equal to, slope of L will be equal to what? We have to find the slope of this. Instead of finding the slope of L, first let us find the slope of PQ. Slope of PQ, we can find it using what? Y2 minus yn by x2 minus x1. Y2 minus yn is what? 3 minus 4 is minus 1 divided by k minus 1. K minus 1. This is the slope of PQ. So slope of ML will be equal to what? So slope of ML will be equal to k minus 1, because we know that slope of PQ into slope of L will be equal to minus 1, as PQ is perpendicular to line L, as PQ is perpendicular to line L. So this will be equal to k minus 1. Slope of L will be equal to k minus 1. We got it. We got the slope of this line and we also have the points. Slope of L will be equal to k minus 1. Now we have to find the value of k. We have to find the value of k. So see here friends, to find the value of k, here what I can do, here I can put y, I have y intercept is equal to 4. I have slope also. And I also have point also. Let me take this as x1 y1. I have to find the equation of this line. To find the equation of this line, I can use y minus y1 into slope into m into x minus x1. Okay. So y is nothing but what? Y is nothing but y itself. Y1 is nothing but what? Y1 is nothing but 7 by 2. Okay. M is nothing but k minus 1 into x minus x1. x1 is k plus 1 by 2. K plus 1 by 2. Now y intercept is minus 4. Y intercept is equal to minus 4. Then x is equal to 0. If you have finding y intercept is given, then x will be equal to 0. So this will be minus 4 minus 7 by 2. This will be k minus 1 into, this will be 0 minus k plus 1 by 2. Okay. Now this will be what? Minus 8 minus 7 minus 15 by 2 into k minus 1 into again you will get minus, I will take it outside, this will be equal to k minus 1 divided by 2 I can cancel. So I will get it in quadratic form. So I have to find the value of k. If I find the value of k, I will get k is equal to, if I solve this quadratic equation, I will get k is equal to plus or minus 4. This you can solve it, quadratic equation, very simple. I will get plus or minus 4, but in the options I have minus 4, I will take, that is option D. That is minus 4. Is it clear? Very simple question. You have to know the slope when it comes to perpendicular lines and also slope when it comes to parallel lines. Okay. Slope when it comes to parallel lines will be equal slope of two lines, and slope of two lines when it is perpendicular lines, they become product of the slope will be equal to minus 1. That concept we use here. Okay. That is a star concept which we used here. This is the important step for us. This you must be knowing. Okay. All right. Let us proceed. Look at this question. They are given. If the point alpha comma 7 root 3 by 3 lies on the curve traced by the midpoints of the line segments of the line, x cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to 7. Okay. Theta belongs to 0 comma pi by 2 between the coordinates axes, then alpha is equal to. Okay. But before this, I wanted to tell you about double intercept form also. I told about intercept form. Double intercept form I have not told yet. So double intercept form. Okay. Suppose this is a comma 0, this is 0 comma b. As for double intercept form, it is given by x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. X by a plus y by b is equal to 1. This is nothing but the double intercept form, where a is the x intercept and b is the y intercept. Always it should be equal to 1. You should make it equal to 1. Now this is the double intercept form. Let us solve this question using the double intercept form. If the point alpha comma 7 root 3 by 3 lies on the curve traced by the midpoints of the line segments joining the lines, x cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to 7. Okay, between the coordinate axis, then alpha is equal to what? So this is a curve. Okay, midpoints of this curve is nothing but alpha comma 7 root 3 by 3. This is midpoint. Okay. So first we have x sin cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to 7. It lies between 0 to pi by 2 and it is between the coordinate axis. If they are telling between the coordinate axis, you should understand it is double intercept form. If it is between the coordinate axis, you should understand it is double intercept form. Okay, this is double intercept form. Now they have given x cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to 7. But the standard equation of double intercept form is x by a plus y by b is equal to 7. That means RHS should be equal to 1. But here I have 7. So the entire thing I will divide by 7. I will get what? X cos theta by 7 plus y sin theta by 7 is equal to 1. But also here I am having x, here I am having y. Here I don't have x cos theta and y sin theta and all. I want only x, I want only y. So this I can make it as what? X by 7 by cos theta. I can send cos theta down. Y by 7 by sin theta. This is equal to what? This will be equal to 1. Okay. Like this I can write it. This is the double intercept form I have. A is equal to 7 by cos theta and B is equal to 7 by sin theta. B is equal to 7 by sin theta. Okay. This is what I have. Now if it is a coordinate axis, see here, this is 7 cos theta comma 0, this is 0 comma 7 sin theta, this point and this point. This point is alpha comma 7 root 3 by 3. Okay, alpha comma 7 root 3 by 3. Okay, and they are telling this is also the midpoint. This is the midpoint. Midpoint means what I can write? 0 plus 7 cos theta by 2. Okay, this can also be written, these coordinates can also be written as 7 by 2 cos theta. That is 0 plus 7 cos theta by 2. Y will be 0 plus 7 cos theta by 2, 7 sin theta by 2. What I will get it? I will get it as 7 by 2 cos theta, 7 by 2 sin theta. Got it? 7 by 2 cos theta, 7 by 2 sin theta. Fine. Alright. This is what I have. Now they are telling, see if I equate it, what I am getting? 7 by 2 sin theta is equal to 7 root 3 by 3. So this one and this one are coming equal. If I equate it, what I will get? If I equate it, what I am getting here? This one and this one are coming equal. That is, they are equal because that is also y coordinate. This is also y coordinate. So if I equate it, what I will get? I will get 7 by 2 sin theta is equal to 7 root 3 by 3. So 7 cancels. Okay, 7 cancels. Here root 3, this 3 can be written as root 3 into root 3. So one of the root 3 cancels. So sin theta will be equal to what? Sin theta will be equal to how much? Sin theta will be equal to root 3 by 2, 7 by 2 cos theta, 7 by 2 sin theta. Okay. So sin theta will be equal to root 3 by 2. Sin theta will be equal to root 3 by 2. This implies theta will be equal to 60 degree. This implies theta will be equal to 60 degree. Now, if theta is equal to 60 degree, alpha is equal to how much? Alpha, we need alpha. Alpha will be equal to 7 by 2 cos theta. That is, alpha is equal to 7 by 2 cos 60. That is nothing but equal to what? 7 by 2 cos 60 is how much? Cos 60 is how much? Cos 60 is how much? The value of cos 60. Just have a look at it. The value of cos 60 is, we will get it as 1 by 2. This should actually be not 7 by 2. This should be 2 by 7. Just have a look at it. This will be 2 by 7. Okay, 2 by 7 sin theta here also. By 7 sin theta. Okay, this 2 by 7 sin theta will be equal to 7 root 3 by root 3. Okay, no, this is perfect itself, no problem. What we had is correct. So this will become equal to 7 by 2 cos theta. This will be 7 by 2 sin theta. Okay, if I solve this, I will get sin theta is equal to root 3 by 2. I will get theta is equal to 60 degree. So if I put theta here, alpha, if I put theta, so I will get what? Alpha is equal to 7 by 2 cos theta. Cos 60 is nothing but 1 by 2. So this will be 7 by 2 cos theta. We want alpha. Okay, we want alpha. So this will become actually this will be 7 by 2 into 2. So this will be 2 cancels, alpha I will get it as 7. Alpha I will get it as 7. That is the answer. No confusion here, nothing much. So we will take it in double intercept form, and midpoint is given. So x1 plus x2 by 2. There we should be careful while taking which is denominator and numerator, and y1 plus y2 by 2. So if you take it, what you will get? Theta you will get it as 60 degree. So if you apply that, you will get 7 by 2 cos theta, or 2 by 7 cos theta you will get it actually. 2 by 7 cos theta is nothing but equal to 2 by 7 into 1 by 2. 2 cancels, I will get it as 7. So I will get alpha is equal to, 7 by 2 into 2, I will get it as 7. So alpha, the value of alpha will be equal to 7. The value of alpha will be equal to 7. That's a very simple question. So let us proceed forward. Very simple. So and its equation is, so this is also very simple question. What they are telling is, they are telling if a straight line passing through the point P minus 3 comma 4 is such that its intercept point between the coordinate axis is bisected at P, then its equation is. So this is also double intercept form. If a straight line passing through the point minus 3 comma minus 4 is such that its intercepted portion between coordinate axis is bisected at P, then its equation is. So before this, I think normal form I have not told you yet. Normal form. So before this, I'll tell you about normal form. So what does normal form says? So see here, what does normal form says? You should be knowing. Normal form. Suppose there is a double intercept form like this. This is a comma 0, and this is 0 comma b. And if you draw a perpendicular from here, let it be n. This length of the perpendicular, let it be small p. Okay, let it be small p. Let the angle made with the positive direction, let it be alpha. This will be what? This will be 90 minus alpha. Okay, 90 minus alpha. Okay, at this point, what is the value of x and what is the value of y, that is given. So when the normal form is given, it is given by x is equal to x1 plus r cos theta, y is equal to y1 plus r sin theta. This is what we use. Okay, this is the normal form. You must be knowing. Okay, now if you look at this question, see here, if they look at the question, not this one, see here, if you look at the question, they are telling if a straight line passing through the point P minus 3 comma 4, okay, minus 3 comma 4 is such that its intercepted portion between the coordinate axis is bisected at P. Okay, its intercepted portion bisected at P. Okay, this is bisected at P. P minus 3 comma 4 bisected at P. Okay, then its equation is given by what they are telling. So now see here, this will be a comma 0 or something like that. This will be a comma 0. This will be 0 comma b. Here x is given by what? X is given by x1 plus r cos theta. Y is given by y1 plus r sin theta. Okay, r sin theta. This is the value we know. Now they are telling P minus 3 comma 4 is bisected at P. Okay, this coordinate axis intercepted portion between a straight line passing through the point minus 3 comma 4 is such that its intercepted portion between the coordinate axis is bisected at P. Okay, its intercepted portion is bisected at P. It is what they are telling. So what will happen to P? So the equation of this line they are asking. So now doesn't it become a what? Midpoint. If it is bisected, means P becomes a midpoint. So if I want to find out this coordinate axis, that is nothing but equal to minus 3 is equal to what? A plus 0 by 2, that is a by 2 is equal to minus 3. So a is equal to what? Minus 6. What will happen to b? B is nothing but equal to what? Very simple question. This is nothing but 4 plus 0 by 2, that is 4 by 2 is equal to not 4 by 2. This is nothing but b by 2 is equal to 4. So this implies b is equal to 8. Now you have slope intercept form, that is x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. So x by a is what? X by 6 minus 6 plus y by 8 is equal to 1. Y by 8 is equal to 1. Now if I take it, if I take this value, what will I get? I will get LCM is nothing but what? LCM is what here? 6 and 8 LCM is 48. 6 and 8 LCM is 48. So this will be what? 6 8 the minus 8x plus 6y is equal to 1. So minus 8x plus 6y, okay, minus 48 is equal to 0. Minus 48 is equal to 0. Now if I divide by negative of 2, if I divide by negative 4, or if I divide by negative 2, I will get it as 4x, okay, minus 3y plus 24 is equal to 0. That is option B. That is option B is the correct answer. That is option B is the correct answer. So since it is the midpoint, we will get A is equal to minus 6, P is equal to 8. Directly use the slope intercept form, that is double intercept form, not slope intercept, double intercept form. X by A plus y by B is equal to 1, where A is equal to minus 6, B is equal to 8, and you put the value, you will get the equation. Very simple question. Okay, such a simple question is given in JEE Main 2019. Okay, all right. This is normal form. We will do it later. This one when we will do the PYQs. Now, normal form I already explained. That is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. P is the length of the perpendicular. This is alpha. Okay, this P is not this point. P is nothing but the length of the perpendicular. That is from O to N. The length of the perpendicular, if you draw, okay, it is given by length of the perpendicular is given by P. Okay, and what is the x coordinate? X coordinate is P secant alpha, and y coordinate is P cosecant alpha. This you must be very aware. That is x coordinate will be P cos alpha. That will become P secant alpha. Y coordinate will be P sin alpha. That will become P cosecant alpha. This is highly important. You must be knowing this. P secant alpha and P cosecant alpha. That is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. This you must be very aware. This angle alpha is the inclination of the normal, and this will be 90 minus alpha. Okay. Next thing. Now they are given the length of the perpendicular from the origin to a line is 7, and the perpendicular makes an angle of 150 degree with positive direction of x axis. Find the equation of the line. We have x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. Correct, right? Here what we have? X cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. Let us write down as it is. X cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. Here the value of P is nothing but what? 7. Here alpha is nothing but what? 150 degree. Okay. So if I write it x cos 150 degree and y sin 150 degree is equal to P is nothing but what? 7. Now cos 150 can be written as what? Cos 180 minus theta. So cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta, that is nothing but x cos 30 degree. In second quadrant cos will be negative, right? Cos will be negative. So this will become cos 30 degree minus x cos 30 degree, and y sin 150 degree. In second quadrant y will be sin will be positive, so this will be y sin 30 degree is equal to 7. So this will become what? Minus x by cos 30 is root 3 by 2, that is minus root 3 by 2 x plus y by 2, because sin 30 is 1 by 2 is equal to 7. So this will get it as what? Minus root 3 x plus y is equal to 14. Minus root 3 x plus y is equal to 14. So this will become what? Minus root 3 x plus 5 minus 14 is equal to 0. What is the equation? Root 3 x minus y, or root 3 x plus y. If I have to remove minus root 3 x plus y minus 14 is equal to 0, that is option D. That is option D is the correct answer, friends. So this is how you solve this question. So this option D is the correct answer to this question. Okay, this is how you solve the question. So x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. P is nothing but 7, that is length of the perpendicular from the origin, and alpha is given as 150 degree. This 150 you can convert to 30 degree for cos and sin. For 150 degree ASTC rule, cos is negative in second quadrant, but sin is positive. That's why this will be minus root 3 by 2. This will be positive 1 by 2. Okay, cos sin 30 degree. Okay, got it. So this is how you solve the question. Let us move to the next concept. Parametric form or symmetric form or distance form. Parametric form or symmetric form or distance form are one and the same. This is given by x is equal to x1 plus r cos theta, y is equal to y1 plus r sin theta. So see here, friends. So this is P x comma y. This point A is equal to x1 y1. This is nothing but x1 y1. Okay, this is the length. So this point will be nothing but what? x1 plus r cos theta, this is x is x1 plus r cos theta, this is length is r cos theta, this length is r cos theta, okay, and y is equal to y1 plus r sin theta, y1 plus r sin theta. So this is how you get it, x is equal to x1 plus r cos theta, y is equal to y1 plus r sin theta. Suppose this point instead of being here, if it comes here, p dash comes here, x comma y, so this will become what? This will become x is equal to x1 minus r cos theta, it will become, you should be very careful, y is equal to y1 minus r sin theta, okay. See, if it is in the first quadrant, fine, then you can take it as x is equal to x1 plus r cos theta, y is equal to y1 plus r sin theta, you can use. But if this p dash comes to second quadrant, here it will become minus x1 minus r cos theta, y is equal to y1 minus r sin theta. This you must be very careful and you have to definitely remember this. Okay. Now, if you simplify this, you will get it as x1 minus x by cos theta is equal to y1 minus y by sin theta is equal to r. Okay. This is one and the same. You can use either this or this one, whatever is suitable for you. Okay. Let us see some questions based on this. So they are telling the distance of a point 2, 3 from the line 2x minus 3y plus 9 is equal to 0 measured along the line x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So they have given the line is measurement of the point is along the line x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Along the line means how much slope it is having, how much it is having inclination. We have to know the slope of this line. To find the slope of this line, we have the formula minus a by b, that is nothing but equal to what? Coefficient minus of coefficient of x minus of coefficient of y, that is minus of coefficient of x is nothing but 1, minus of coefficient of y is nothing but minus 1. So this will be minus 1, so this will be equal to 1. So slope will m is equal to 1, okay, m is equal to 1, that means what? Slope m is equal to 1, okay, and they are telling, m is equal to 1 means tan theta is equal to 1, that means theta is equal to 45 degree. Now if I apply the formula, x is equal to x1 plus r cos theta, y is equal to y1 plus r sin theta. Okay, theta we got it as 45. This will become what? X1 will be equal to what? X1 is nothing but equal to what? X1 is nothing but equal to, what is the value of x1? X1 is 2. 2 plus r cos theta. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. R by root 2. Okay. What about this one? Y1 is nothing but 3. 3 plus r sin theta. Sin theta is nothing but sin 45 is 1 by root 2. So r by root 2, that is sin 45 is 1 by root 2. I have the value of x and y. Now if I have to put the value of x and y in this equation, if I put it here 2x minus 3y plus 9, what will this become? This will become 2x minus 3y plus 9 is equal to 0. Okay, if I put the values here, what I will get? Just I have to put the value, this line, this point from the line, from this line it is given. So if I put these points lies on this line, okay, lies on this line, so I have to put this value of x and y and this line, and this will satisfy the equation, that is 2x minus 3y plus 9 is equal to 0. Then I will get the value of r. So this will become what? 2 into x is nothing but 2 into 2 plus r by root 2 minus 3 into y is nothing but what? 3 plus r by root 2 plus 9 is equal to 0. So what I will get? 2 into 2 is 4 plus r by root 2 is nothing but I can write it as 2 times r by root 2 is nothing but equal to root 2 r. Okay, I will write it as root 2 r minus, or I will write it as 2 by, I will write it as 2r by root 2 only, let it be better simplification, it will be easier. 3 3s are 9, okay, minus 3r by root 2 plus 9 is equal to 0, plus 9 minus 9 cancels. So 2r by root 2 minus 3r by root 2, I will get it as r by root 2 minus r by root 2. So see here friends, here I am having what? 2r by root 2 minus 3r by root 2, I will get it as minus r by root 2 is equal to what? Minus 4, minus minus will become plus. So r is equal to 4 root 2 units. R is equal to 4 root 2 units, that is option D. So that is option D is the correct answer friends. Okay. So we learnt various forms of equation of the line. First we learnt point slope form, 2-point form, and also we learnt intercept form, double intercept form, all these things. So remaining types, we also learnt parametric form, normal form, all these things. So remaining types we learn in the next class. Okay. I hope this was useful. Okay, we also learned very important concept, very simple but important concept, that is slope of a line given by ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is given by minus a by b, that is nothing but equal to minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. Okay, this you must be very much aware, and based on all these concepts we solved questions of JEE mains and also some practice questions. Alright friends, we will meet in the tomorrow session. We will be discussing much more depth of the concept when it comes to straight lines. Thank you. Take care.